Have you ever wondered how context shapes research? In Southern Africa, understanding history and local agency is essential. Contextual relevance is not an option, it's a requirement. It affects research questions, ethical practices, and how results are shared. Today, we'll explore participatory designs, focusing on community-based participatory research, CBPR, and transformative paradigms. These designs tackle historical inequalities and urgent challenges. Let's look at the principles of contextual relevance. First, culturally grounded research is vital. This type of research respects local knowledge, languages, and practices. Instruments should be in local languages, like Bemba or Shona. It's crucial to incorporate indigenous indicators. For instance, recognizing local concepts of learning can enhance educational evaluations. Next, we have ethically responsive practice. Research in Southern Africa must confront colonial legacies and structural inequalities. This means addressing power imbalances and sharing findings responsibly. In politically sensitive areas, like Zimbabwe, researchers must ensure participant anonymity and assess risks carefully. Participatory co-production is another key principle. It involves communities as partners in the research process. Collaborating with community members enhances the relevance and sustainability of outcomes. Now, let's move to participatory methodologies, CBPR, and transformative paradigms. CBPR emphasizes collaboration from the start. Communities participate in problem identification to disseminating findings. For example, a CBPR study in Zambia may involve various stakeholders, including teachers and parents. Together, they define evaluation criteria and select suitable assessment methods. Transformative research focuses on centering marginalized voices and advocating for change. It considers how identity factors influence experiences. A transformative study in Zimbabwe might uplift women smallholders' voices regarding land rights. Implementing participatory designs involves several practical steps. Start with early engagement and co-design. Community consultations can map priorities and ethical concerns. Use tools like participatory mapping for this purpose. Capacity building is also essential. Training community researchers in data collection fosters ownership. Shared governance structures, like advisory boards, can guide research decisions. These boards should include community representatives. Flexibility in methods is crucial. Adopt approaches that adapt to local calendars and socio-political sensitivities. For example, scheduling meetings around agricultural seasons minimizes disruptions. Reciprocity is important, too. Ensure research benefits the community, such as providing training or resources. Ethical dissemination is also vital. Return findings to communities first. Support locally relevant action plans to promote positive change. Let's illustrate this with an example, a participatory curriculum evaluation in rural Zambia. Stakeholders identify gaps in the curriculum, like mismatches with local livelihood needs. Communities co-design evaluation instruments using local languages. Collaborative analysis occurs among teachers, community representatives, and researchers. This teamwork leads to actionable changes. Syllabus adjustments might include vocational modules. Community-led tutoring programs can align with agricultural calendars, ensuring relevance. However, challenges exist in participatory research. Power dynamics can arise, with elites dominating discussions. To mitigate this, include marginalized groups proactively. Time and resources can also be an issue. Genuine participation demands sustained engagement. Funders should account for longer timelines and budgets. Managing community expectations is key, too. Clear communication about research scope and potential impacts helps. In sensitive areas, ethical risks must be carefully managed with protocols in place. Combining mixed methods designs with participatory approaches can create powerful synergies. These methods improve research quality and encourage inclusive policies. Adopting these integrated approaches in Southern Africa enables researchers to produce knowledge that is scientifically rigorous and culturally resonant. In conclusion, participatory designs offer a pathway to research that empowers communities. Together, they inform equitable policymaking for education, climate adaptation, health, and governance. Now, how can you get involved? If you're a researcher, consider applying these principles in your work. Engage communities and respect their knowledge. Let's create impactful research that drives social change. Subscribe for more insights on participatory designs.